Check. Hello. All right. Just testing out some things for our upcoming after show streams and want to see how everything looks, slash goes, slash sounds. So we're going to go live for just maybe 10 minutes or something here, just to peep in and see how everything goes. Let me know when you jump on board. Obviously, a lot happening in the world. Tiger says, Skull Mike? Well, I mean, kind of. This is the formula for the ass or the after show stream, which has been done before many times. Hello, David. Hey, Morgan. How are we? How is everybody? Thanks for jumping on board. Let me know. Does everything sound okay? What do you think of, the graphic setup and that sort of stuff? I got a couple of different ways I can angle this. Alicia says, Friday night show, what? Hey, Ethan. Hey, Jeff. Hey, everybody. Yeah, the idea is just to do instead of doing a bunch of videos for the YouTube channel, which even though there's a good amount of subscribers, just don't get traction. That's not the kind of content that's working right now. The streams work, and I'd love to do more coverage of stuff, especially different big news stories going on. Like, who the hell knows what's going to happen tonight, tomorrow night, maybe more so. I think the 14th is a big night for the weekend stuff. Brandon says, you sound great. Everything sounds good. Yeah. Morgan says, getting lit. Morgan, I'm not getting lit yet. No. I have sketches of a plan. How did Trump say it? I have ideas of a plan. It's not fully together for me. Ethan says, was today your last day? No. Always on my quest to my last day. Always on my quest to my last day, but not quite there yet. But I like this, right? You like these new screens? Missed the show today. Forgot to bring my headphones to work. What the fuck? Brother, what kind of excuse is this? Concepts of a plan. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Concepts of a plan. Man, there's a lot of missile action going on back and forth between, Iran and Israel as of right now. I was watching some of this earlier, so if we're testing, we might as well watch this together. This right here was on Fox News.
That we know of, the battle damage assessment as we continue to look live here in Israel. And there
look at that. Boom.
An impact on the ground. And remember, there are
hundreds
of these rockets and missiles happening, we're told, at the same time. This, let's listen in for a second, is likely the third wave.
Hear all those sirens? That's wild. Imagine trying to sleep, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, when this was taken, it was 1:14 a.m. in Israel, which was a while ago. So now it's like middle of the night, straight up middle of the night. Could you imagine trying to sleep through this shit? I mean, I guess the real truth of the matter is hey, you're just lucky to be alive, and there's missiles dropping all around you, so this thing could be a complete catastrophe, but still just crazy to think. Bootsy says, you're cutting into my Jeopardy time, sir. Bootsy, go have your Jeopardy time, all right? I'm just doing a little bit of ass testing here. Little bit of ass testing every once in a while is quite an important thing to do. Oh, hello. They just overwhelm with waves to get through the dome, if even 2%. Yeah, Ryan, you're totally right. I mean, the Iron Dome cannot get, if you shoot 1,000 missiles at Israel, the Iron Dome cannot get 100% of them. It's just not going to happen. It's way better than it would be. And the crazy thing is, all right, question I want to pose to you real quick. If this shit happened in Miami right now, okay? Right now.
That we know
this
of.
Same thing happened in Miami.
Damage assessment as we continue to look live here.
All right, right there. Boom. If that was happening in Miami, no Iron Dome in Miami, I think our incoming missile defenses like this are pretty limited in the United States in general. If you know more about this, please correct me. But I think we are so we're cocooned over here in this world where if somebody was able to launch 300 or 100 missiles into a major U.S. city, we don't have anything to shoot it down. Do we? I don't think there would be anything that would shoot it down. I think it would just, all of them would completely destroy whatever city they had.
We continue to look live here in Israel. And there you see.
And of course, Israel has more of a reason for this, with their neighbors being who they are. It's pretty wild. Like if you shoot it low by the buildings, what? Jesus Christ. What? Did you type this with your fucking feet? Like if you shoot it low by the buildings, wouldn't what is the second missile, first missile, and cause damage? I did my absolute best. I have no idea what the hell you were talking about there, but I do appreciate the message. If that happened in Miami, no more work for me. Even though I'm 3 hours from there, I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says, can't figure out how to put this on my Prime again. Oh, shit. I think there's like a how-to around somewhere. BDMX Con says, no, air defense is mobile. Iron Dome is repurposed Patriot missiles with different software. No air defense is mobile. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Well, the Iron Dome isn't like that too. I don't know if I could find this. Hang on. I've seen a video on this before where they go over Israel's Iron Dome. Maybe it's Iron Dome Explained, because they show how it's not all stuff that you would imagine, where it's like locked in place. Hang on, this might work right here.
Coverage of the ongoing conflict in Israel has featured recurring images like this. Missiles streaming
we just saw that
sky
basically,
and exploding midair. These are missiles from Israel's Iron Dome missile defense.
Look at this. Look at that. And so these kind of things are like positioned on the side of the road all over Israel, like these, little missile things. I don't know what you'd call them, an artillery station. They're all over the place in different areas in Israel. And when they detect anything nearby, there's also like, from what I can tell, and they'll probably talk about this in a second, there's like trucks and stuff that are moving around to detect anything incoming and then connect with all these. It's all like an interconnected web of stuff that they call the Iron Dome. Kind of crazy.
A land-based system that intercepts and destroys short-range rockets and mortars. It has become a bedrock of the country's defense since its introduction in 2011. And in the current round of hostilities, Israel's military said the system has...
Get with it, the current round of hostilities, buddy. This was 2021. We're still going in 2025.
Intercepted more than 200 of the more than 1,000 rockets fired towards Israel as of May 12th. Here's how the complex detection and interception system works.
All right, here we go.
The system is powered by missile defense batteries.
All right, missile defense batteries. So like this was the thing we saw on the side of the road. This, I think, is like detecting incoming, and this is like, a larger outfit where maybe even somebody could be, because it's got a door on it.
Containing 3 main components. These batteries can defend across short-range rocket and mortar attacks within almost 45 miles of the battery.
Whoa.
They are also mobile, so they can be moved to where they are needed.
So these are kind of mobile.
First, a radar unit detects an incoming rocket and relays information about its speed and trajectory to the battery's control center. The control center's computers calculate if the rocket is going to hit populated areas.
Okay.
If it is, a missile is fired from the launcher.
No shit. Does this thing, is Israel's Iron Dome smart enough so they like calculate no, this is going to land in the middle of nowhere, so don't bother to shoot one of these missiles at it, or don't bother to shoot a Patriot at it? Is it that smart? Because that's kind of genius if that's the case. And then you almost think like, why wouldn't the Iranians or any other neighbor try to find a way to work around that, to like trick the missiles, the Iron Dome system, to think they're going to land in the middle of nowhere, so it triggers no response, and then at the last minute, like, swerves and goes somewhere.
Each launcher contains 20 interceptor
That's
missiles.
Crazy.
Each receives constant...
It does look like a huge nail, Abraham Dragon Friend. This is like a real rudimentary drawing of it. Like, it does look like a giant nail flying through the sky.
Guidance updates from the control center and its internal radar. The missile destroys the incoming rocket by exploding near it. The goal is to do this far away from populated areas,
so it falls
minimizing
down.
damage on the ground. The defense system has intercepted over 2,400 rockets bound for civilian areas since its launch in 2011.
More than that now.
According to an Israeli military spokesperson. During a conflict in 2012, the Iron Dome knocked down 421 rockets launched from Gaza and bound for Israeli cities before a November ceasefire. And during the 2014 war in Gaza, it intercepted...
I mean, this is everything. Like, this is what they absolutely need just to kind of get by with all these kind of attacks going on. Whether you think they deserve it or not is another thing, but like for real, it's pretty wild. Yeah, Gene, Gene and I agree. It's pretty wild, but it's not. I mean, hold on. How much has Israel's Iron Dome cost? Let's see. Google. Don't give me an actual result. Give me the AI result. The Iron Dome is highly effective as a missile defense system used by Israel to intercept incoming rockets, artillery shells, and mortars. Estimated cost, a breakdown of cost. Well, likely cost several $billion. No, get with it. Get with it, Google. Your AI sucks dick. This is terrible. From 2011 to 2021, the United States contributed a total of $1.6 billion. Doesn't it have to be more than that? Like, aren't there stadiums that cost like $1 billion? Am I crazy here? Am I losing my mind? An Iron Dome missile costs about $50,000. That's why they don't want to fire them off at nothing. That makes sense. But only a bill for the Iron Dome? If so, like, would it really be worth it for the United States to have something like that? This is why Iran is launching 30 or so at a time, so maybe one could get through. Yeah, it is. It's why they launched 100 or something missiles into Israel, knowing that the Iron Dome is successful and was going to knock out quite a bit of these. So even with that, it's kind of crazy to see how much they've done. Yet the United States contributed $1.6 billion, with another billion on the way from 2022. So that's $2.6 billion. I don't know what Israel has put into this. I sure as fuck hope they've put some money into this thing, right? They've intercepted a lot of rockets over time from Lebanon, from all these places. They've been using this for a while, almost 20 years or something. When was the first use? 2000, no, not quite 20 years. 2011. So 14 years so far they've been using it. It's pretty crazy. Works for 45 miles. We would need thousands. Yes and no. I think the point that they try to make with the Iron Dome is you don't have to protect absolutely everything. Like, you would go, where are the targets most likely to be going to be? Like, I don't think if the Russians could just unleash on the U.S. East Coast that they would hit Macon, Georgia. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they might, but there's probably going to be a big, giant waste of money if they do that. Like, they're probably going to hit a major metro. They're probably going to try to hit New York City. Like, that's where they would cause absolute chaos. Atlanta on the East Coast. Miami, they'd probably try to hit these densely populated spots where they have a lot of targets, I think is what they would actually be aiming for. But that's pretty crazy, and it seems like it's actually cheaper than it should be. Let's see what else is going on. Somebody says Gazans are celebrating in the streets as Iran attacks Israel. Hang on, I thought these people were too busy suffering a genocide and had no energy since they were starving. I have no sympathy for these people. God is great. God is great. I mean, why would this surprise you? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all that they would be celebrating Iran doing this. They did this the same way on October 7th in a lot of parts. This is what happens. Legitimately what happens. The AP says Iran hits Israel with a second wave of missiles. Is this it? Let's see. Oh, this is live. Is this just live coming in? Tel Aviv has a pretty nice skyline, huh? What do we think? Rate Tel Aviv skyline 1 out of 10. Tel Aviv skyline. What do we think? I think it's a pretty great skyline. Generally speaking. But I don't know if it's because they're on guard or what. It's very uplit right now for this being 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning or something. It's very uplit here, and then like out here away from the city, sort of like, just outside of the downtown area, it seems to be much darker. Definitely an 8. An 8. 8, 6, a 3. Cyber Stoic. A 3. Oh, hear that? Hear that? I heard something incoming, I think, there. I don't know how far away you can hear it from. Oh, shoot. Hear it? I mean, that's got to be a missile, right? Don't know what else it would be from that distance. But then it just goes. That can't be traffic or something based on where this camera is, I wouldn't think. So let's just see what they say here. Israel's ongoing attacks on Iranian nuclear sites, generals, and scientists. Damn, they're blowing out the scientists, just busting out the scientists. Killed 78 people and wounded more than 320 on Friday. Iran's ambassador told the UN Security Council, but he said the overwhelming majority of the victims were civilians. Well, whether that's true or not, that's what they're going to say. Can you guys read this? I want to get an idea with these new screens of like what's big enough, depending on your screen, to read. Like, can you read what's on this browser, or does that need more? Does that need like more zoom? Because I can do that for sure. There's a nearby road. There might be a nearby road. You think it's cars driving for real? It might be. It might be, but that when I have heard incoming, it sounded exactly like that. Like the Fox News piece when they showed incoming. Oh, shit. Can I even find that anymore? Incoming Israel. Like it legitimately sounded exactly the same way. See? I mean, it sounds similar, right? All right, Laura says on the phone, I can't read. Could be zoomed in once. Let's say if we were like this. Oh, that's not great, is it? Like if I had this. Israel's ongoing attacks on Iranian nuclear sites, generals, and scientists killed more than 78 people and wounded more than 320 on Friday. The ambassador spoke shortly after Iran retaliated with a barrage. A fucking barrage, my brother. A barrage of long-range missiles targeting Israel's commercial capital, Tel Aviv, wounding at least 34 people, according to Israel's paramedic service. Israel launched the attacks on Iran amid simmering tensions over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. For years, Israel had threatened such a strike. Here's the truth, though. I don't know how many people want to like actually tell you stuff like this, but the truth is just that Israel has been going ham, and Israel knows that the appetite for them to be going ham has an expiration date that is not too far from right now. So they think while we're in the midst of all of this, and while we have everybody's attention from October 7th, we should go even further and let them know that if they do those kind of attacks again, if Iran funds those kind of attacks again, it's going to rain hellfire on you. For every one of these attacks that you do to us, we will go on for. And my guess would be that Israel goes on for a year. That's what my guess would be. I would guess that they try to wrap up hostilities and maybe longer. But I think that they really want to make that sting so that the next time there's any attempted mission, plot, whatever, they think twice about the repercussions. And so I think they knew that this was their shot to kind of do this. Israel launched the attacks amid Iran's simmering tensions over their advancing nuclear program. So can you read that now? Without chat window, it's visible. If you highlight what you're reading, it makes it easier to keep up and read along with you. Okay, good. I want that. That's good feedback. As Iranian projectiles and Israeli interceptor rockets left trails of smoke and flame across the sky, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, vowed not to let Israel escape safely from this great crime. So they're shooting back and forth at each other. It's wild times, absolutely wild times. Do you think Trump axing the Iran deal is an issue here? I don't think there was a deal. I mean, I think they were like very, very close to deals multiple times, but I don't think there ever was a deal. And that's what Trump was trying to say. I mean, who knows? He's probably exploding over on Truth, huh? Let's see. Yeah, this was the big post that a lot of outlets were citing today, where Trump said, 2 months ago, I gave Iran a 60-day ultimatum to make a deal. They should have done it. Today is day 61. I told them what to do, but they just couldn't get there. Now they have perhaps a second chance here. So he's just trumpeted up, playing his shots. I'm just here to make sure there's no unauthorized shenanigans. Please be there. Keep everything in check. But do tell, like that. Can you read that text if you're on mobile or if you're on desktop? Can you read text about this size? This is the kind of stuff I need to know, because I want to make sure everything is like nice and clear when we're talking about things like this. If I have to go bigger, I mean, I don't know. That might be too big now. Yeah, that's too big. Like, it's tough because my monitor is quite small. Barely on mobile? Barely, right? What can I do here? Oh, that's ridiculous. We're 250. Like, this is going to be the best, I think, that I could do. Now, for other articles, like, let's say we were over here. No, everybody's got these live pages, which is one of the problems. You know what I mean? One of the problems is this. So let's see. Mediaite. What is that? Terror cells in the United States? What are you doing to me, man? Like, you guys can read that. You can read that headline, right? Not if you zoom in. I don't want you to have to zoom in ever. I want it to be like nice and clear. That's the whole point of this outline. The point of this is to be like, boom, let's talk. Here we are up in your face. We're getting things going. What do you guys think? Israel or Iran? Who you giving the W in chat? And then boom, I can go to this. And we can talk. You can read that headline, yeah? Okay, you can. All right, let's see. Hang on. They're going to pre-roll me, or at least attempt to pre-roll me here at Media. Can't let it happen. I'm going to have to duck, bob, weave, work my way around it.
So the Israel consulate in Berlin, which is the second largest in terms of, as you know, service of Israeli citizens in the world, put out a notice of things to be aware of, and they were shocking. If you were going to be in a place that has any markings of being Jewish or Israeli,
highlighting helps.
Take those markings down. Be careful who you're around in terms of large events, Jewish events. I mean, this sounds like we've gone backwards decades in terms of the threat.
I was going to go to all those Jewish events this weekend,
Jewish lives, but that's exactly what this is.
I have to call out.
Harris, I actually think it's just the converse of that. I do agree this could be a very high tension, stressful, and indeed there may be an event somewhere in the world. It's not just the missiles or drones they'll fly to Israel, but the Iranian IRGC, the very leadership the Israelis destroyed last night, has been working.
I can read the headline.
Every country around the world, including the United States of America, to plant little terror cells all across the world. Hezbollah was doing the same.
Yeah, that just sounds absolutely fantastic. Chaos, what video game you playing these days? What are you playing? Are these incoming missile strikes? Fox's Jennifer Griffin. The U.S. Yeah, what I saw was that the U.S. is like actively assisting in this, which is crazy. Here's some of the incoming missiles, I think. I want to hear them again. No. Have you seen the dumb TikTok chick who's like, oh my God, it's fireworks? She's like filming with her friends. Oh, there's fireworks tonight. Hey, bitch, these are not fireworks. If you're in Tel Aviv, get down, get to a safe place. This is not fireworks by any stretch of the imagination. Hear that? Wild. There you go. Holy cow, man. What's that? Somebody's phone ringing. So audio is good, right? Audio is good. You can read mostly, but like stuff like this is probably pretty tiny. So like I'd have to go in pretty good on Twitter to make it large enough so you could read. Like, I don't know. Can you read that? Like, when it's full screen, it's nice, right? When you see the video, it's good. This is good. Damn. Did they rewind that video? Jesus Christ. All right, if I have a post like this. As Israel's attacks continue, please send your thoughts and prayers to Harvard University Center for Middle Eastern Studies, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? The photo is nice and good. Can you read that text at all? I don't know. Audio is good, says Dial Left. Thank you, Dial Left. Appreciate that. Looks good. I just hope both sides have fun. Video playback is good. Effing scary. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. It's only going to get pitched up more from here, which is sort of the point of the after show stream situation. This is the perfect way for me to be able to fire up something, hang out with you guys, talk uncensored about things that are happening like that, And let's say tonight, let's say, Saturday, Sunday, if things get really wild with these protests, specifically tomorrow, I'm absolutely going to be stepping into the studio if I'm here, firing things up and taking a peek at the world. But that also requires you. I'm going to need your help to find the biggest, best, and most interesting stuff that's going on out there. Bootsy, please don't welcome people more than once. All right? Regular text not so good, says Laura. Yeah, I got to work on it. I mean, dark mode's tough. It's tough. Dark mode is tough, too. It's a little bit more difficult. Yeah, let's see. Fox News captured the moment Tel Aviv was hit. This is coming in.
Okay, this is some short-range systems. Stay here.
Look at them.
Pull out a little bit. Okay, there's just a massive amount of fire coming to Tel Aviv right now.
Those are all automatically going to all these incoming missiles. That's crazy.
Yaniv, get ready to pull it off the sticks. Get off the sticks. All right, let's go. Time to go.
Look at that.
Okay. Guys, come on. Everyone move. Everyone move now. Stay with us. Pick up the gear. Let's go.
Wow. What was that came back up? What exactly is that comes back up? All right, so is this coming in still? All right, right there. All right. If I go back here, you have this incoming missile.
Stay here, Yaniv.
All right, those are going out. Those are outgoing.
Okay, there's just a massive amount of fire coming to Tel Aviv right now.
All right, outgoing. This one's incoming and getting through.
Get ready to pull it off the sticks. Get off the sticks. All right, let's go. Time to go.
Right there, incoming. Right there, that struck. And then I think maybe they're just firing more off at other rounds that are going. Right there, see, that's headed out.
Guys, come on, everyone move. Everyone move now.
Man, whoo, that's a wild time right there. That is a wild time. All right, folks, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for participating in the test. This is the after show stream, and when these pop in, come join us, have some fun. We're going to go over anything that's happening in the world. We'll see if we get some riots this weekend. Do we just get peaceful protest? I don't think so. I think it's going to get wild. I think we're going to get a little bit wild this weekend with some riot-type behavior. And then we'll watch, of course, what's happening with Israel and Iran and see what's happening on that front and anything else going on out there. So thank you. DJ Rage says, we love ass. Thank you for being here for this little mini ass test. This is just the tiniest ass. This is just a teeny tiny ass. But it's pretty awesome that you checked in and helped me out with the testing here. So thanks for that, everybody. All right. See you later.